Welcome back, football fans. The transfer window is in full swing, and things are getting wild at FC Barcelona. After missing out on Nico Williams, the club has now narrowed its focus to two big-name wingers, Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Liverpool are also eyeing Rashford, which could complicate things big time. Meanwhile, La Masia is going through some major changes. Eman Košpo is gone, Joan Ingles stays, and young Gerard Martin is speaking out about the left-back situation. And in a shocking twist, Joan Laporta reportedly wants to pull off the impossible. Sign Vinicius Jr and Rodrygo from Real Madrid. Could any of this actually happen? Let's dive into the chaos and break it all down. FC Barcelona's sporting department is working to sign a winger to reinforce the team's attack ahead of the upcoming season. After Nico Williams' decision to renew with Athletic Club until 2035, two main candidates remain, Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford. The Liverpool ace would require a significantly higher financial outlay than the Manchester United outcast, who could potentially arrive on loan. However, Barcelona are not the only club interested in securing Rashford's services for the upcoming season. Liverpool eyeing Rashford? Indeed, according to the Daily Mail, Liverpool are also considering the signing of the Manchester United forward, who will turn 28 in late October. The Reds are on the lookout for a new striker and have Alexander Isak of Newcastle United as their top priority. However, with the Magpies refusing to sell, alternatives are being explored. And one of the names that has been put on the table is that of Rashford, although there has been no progress made on that front so far. Rashford is not part of Manchester United's plans, and the Red Devils are seeking a way out for him in the coming weeks. He spent the second half of last season on loan at Aston Villa and could leave Old Trafford again on loan for the new campaign. Rashford has made it clear that his top choice is to join Barcelona, and he's ready to be patient to make that happen. But it'll be interesting to see if the chance to stay closer to home, especially if Liverpool decide to make a move, ends up changing his mind. La Liga champions Barcelona have this week bid farewell to an altogether highly regarded member of the club's youth ranks. The player in question? Eman Košpo. Stopper Košpo is for his part fresh off a starring campaign with Barcelona's U19s, which saw the Swiss play a leading role in an eventual treble. Košpo is considered one of the standout up-and-coming talents in Catalonia's capital, long hailed for his abilities on both sides of the ball. It therefore came as a major surprise when word was forthcoming over recent days that, out of the blue, the 18-year-old was on the verge of moving on. News of as much did not go down at all well with those of a Barca persuasion, aware of Košpo's significant potential. But as alluded to above, this has not stopped the two parties this week from parting ways. As confirmed by way of a series of posts across the social media platforms of Serie A outfit Fiorentina, Košpo has taken his talents to Florence for the seasons ahead. Barcelona left-back Gerard Martin has declared that he is not concerned by the prospect of the club signing a third option in his position to compete with Alejandro Balde and himself. Earlier in the summer, Martin caught the eye of multiple Premier League sides, but it appears a move is off the table. Making his debut early last season, Martin was largely seen as a stopgap solution for Hansi Flick whenever Alejandro Balde was unavailable. Flick placed more trust in him than many expected though, and with Balde out for a crucial spell towards the end of the season, Martin started in the Copa del Rey final and both legs of the Champions League semi-final. Premier League interest in Gerard Martin. Martin had been linked with a move to the Premier League, with West Ham and Wolves both seemingly interested in him. Barcelona had set an asking price of €12 million. Yet he explained that he had no knowledge of any such interest. Martin unconcerned about potential Grimaldo arrival. One of the other stories that emerged earlier in the summer was a potential Barcelona move for former La Masia graduate and Spain international Alejandro Grimaldo. Yet the Catalan defender was unconcerned by the prospect of competition. "No, I'm calm. These things come out a lot in all positions and competition is good for everyone to keep improving." Competition from La Masia. It does appear as things stand, that Martin will be Barcelona's main alternative to Balde again this season, barring a surprise turn of events. There is a line of reporting that 18-year-old Jofre Torrents could also be in the first-team picture this season though, after impressing for Barca Athletic late last season. Barcelona continue their efforts to retain the most promising talents within the club's youth ranks, aiming to build a strong foundation for the future of the first team. A key stage in this process occurs when academy players turn 16, as major European clubs often attempt to sign them. The latest to confirm his continued stay at the club is centre-back Joan Ingles, who has signed his first professional contract with the Blaugrana. Player Joan Ingles has signed to continue at the club in his youth career, the statement from Barcelona read. Thank you, Ingles Martinez family, for trusting La Masia for your son's training as a player and person. The 16-year-old is known for his ball distribution, technical quality in passing through defensive lines, and impressive pace in one-on-one situations. During the 2024/2025 season, he alternated between Cadet A and Juvenile B teams, much like his teammate Orion Gorin, who also signed a new contract with the club on Tuesday. The young defender has represented Spain at the youth international level, and there is a strong belief in his potential within the RFEF. Barcelona president Joan Laporta wants to sign Real Madrid forwards Vinicius Jr and Rodrygo in the summer transfer window, according to a scarcely believable report in Spain, as Team Talk analyses why such a fanciful double deal is simply impossible. Madrid and Barcelona are two of the biggest clubs in the world and have been active in the summer transfer window, while Barcelona are aiming to win La Liga again next season. Madrid's main objective in the 2025-26 campaign will be to reclaim the Spanish league title as well as clinch the Champions League. Real Madrid's new manager, Xabi Alonso, has already made some strong moves in the transfer market, bringing in Dean Huijsen, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alvaro Carreras. Meanwhile, young talent Franco Mastantuono is expected to join the squad in August when he turns 18. Over at Barcelona, Hansi Flick and Joan Laporta have added a key name of their own, goalkeeper Joan Garcia, who arrives from Espanyol to strengthen the squad that won La Liga last season. But now, a surprising report out of Spain claims that Laporta has even bigger plans. According to eNoticias, the Barça president is going all in for an outrageous double swoop, Vinicius Jr and Rodrygo from Real Madrid. The idea is to bring in a high-quality winger who can rotate with Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, and Laporta reportedly sees the Madrid duo as ideal targets. Barcelona have already been in talks over Marcus Rashford and Brian Zaragoza, but now it seems the club is testing the waters for the two Brazilian stars. There's been talk that contract negotiations between Vinicius and Madrid have stalled, while Rodrygo is said to be unhappy with his lack of minutes, first under Carlo Ancelotti, and now under Xabi Alonso at the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. On top of that, Rodrygo prefers playing on the left, which has limited his chances at Madrid. A move that would see Vinicius Jr and Rodrygo leave Real Madrid for Barcelona is virtually impossible. Madrid and Barcelona are arguably the two biggest rivals in club football, but there have been occasions when players have switched sides. Luis Figo famously left Barcelona for Madrid in 2000, while Javier Saviola joined Los Blancos as a free agent in 2007 after his contract at the Blaugrana ran out. However, it is extremely hard to envisage Vinicius Jr and/or Rodrygo leaving Madrid for Barcelona in the summer transfer window. Madrid president Florentino Perez is never going to sanction a deal for one of his best players, let alone two to join Barcelona and make Hansi Flick's side better, especially as Barcelona beat them to La Liga title and won against them in the Copa del Rey final last season. Perez is a Madrid fan, and he will be fully aware of the repercussions he will face from the Santiago Bernabéu faithful should he allow such deals to happen. Moreover, Vinicius Jr and Rodrygo themselves may not be keen on leaving Madrid for Barcelona and becoming a villain at the club where they have won multiple La Liga titles and Champions League honors. So there you have it, Barcelona's transfer window is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic in years. Will Rashford arrive despite Liverpool's interest? Can Barca really compete financially for Luis Diaz? And what about this crazy dream of signing Vinicius and Rodrygo? Is it ambition or pure fantasy? With players like Joan Ingles committing to the future and others like Eman Košpo leaving, it's clear the club is trying to balance long-term planning with short-term firepower. And as always, nothing is ever calm at Camp Nou. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should Barca sign? Who should they let go? And would you ever forgive Vinicius or Rodrygo if they swapped Madrid white for Barca blue and red? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for all your latest Barca news. Forza Barca, and we'll see you in the next one.